Extravagant Fragrances back here again. So, really quick, I just had a question in the comment section about a day or so ago that I wanted to answer the best that I could, and that was the subscriber asked if it's safe to have DPG in the fragrances. And in another comment, the same person said that that the fragrance that they bought, it was a roll-on, and one of the ingredients was that it had DPG, or dipropylene glycol, in the ingredients list on the bottle, and wanted to know if it was safe to have on the skin. And my answer to that is, if you're dealing with fragrance oils, body oils, the roll-ons, those kind of things, right? More than likely, like I would probably be willing to say that all fragrance body oils have DPG in it. If you're putting it on the skin, almost I would say like 99% of all of them have DPG in it, with the exceptions of a couple different types of fragrances, and that's going to be your artisan fragrances. When I say artisan, I'm talking about like the guys that, they're making every single ingredient, all 100% natural from scratch, from the essential oils, the carrier oils they're using, like pure sandalwood as a carrier oil, right? Or with another exception would be people that are using like the jojoba oil or the fractionated coconut oil, because they want to keep the fragrance body oil as like 100% pure and organic product. So those are the rare exceptions, but a lot of for the most part, I'd be willing to bet and just kind of put it out there that yes, most of the fragrance body oils that you see, especially like what you see with the street vendors and the stores, like the body oils that are set up in the mall, like most of those all have DPG as a carrier oil. The standard body oils that you see, where you're buying your roll-on for, some cities got them for $5, some cities got them for $8 in the 1/3 roll-on, right? Those those fragrances, most of them got DPG in them. And I would sit here and tell you that a good amount of DPG in them, and that's what most people don't realize. And it's like, it's kind of hard to answer that question sometimes, because people, when they hear that you have DPG in your fragrance, they take it as this person cuts their stuff down and waters it down because they're trying to get over on me. Yes, it's a cutting solvent. Yes, it does cut the oil down, but on the manufacturing side of things, it's cut down to make the fragrance skin safe. Because when they get the fragrance, it's not skin safe. If you put a pure fragrance on your skin and it doesn't have any carrier oils on it, a couple things are going to happen. One, it's most likely going to irritate your skin, and then two, it's going to evaporate very quickly, right? The fragrance is going to be very volatile, almost like an essential oil. So, for example, if you put an essential oil on your skin and you put it on there and you expect it to stay on for a few hours, it's just not going to happen. Essential oil evaporates so fast. So the volatility, that's the purpose of the DPG. Now, and so that's why I'm like almost all manufacturers use it in the perfume making process, especially like with the body oils and stuff like that. And so that's why when you see someone selling like, they got a pound of oil and it's like $22, pure, uncut, 100%, and that's really not the case. Most of the time, that's not the case. Sorry to tell you, but especially if it's a skin safe product, if it's a cosmetic grade A product, right? It's going to have some DPG in there. That's just how it is. And so there are different levels, like even some of the imported fragrances, right? Like the Middle Eastern imports. Like even I've seen some of those that they straight up have it. And the subscriber who left the comment was probably had an imported fragrance, because shockingly and surprisingly enough, I had one fragrance and it was a premium imported fragrance, and it said right there on the ingredients list, because in the Middle East they do things a little differently. Like they got to list ingredients and stuff like that, right? But on the list it said one of the ingredients was dipropylene glycol. I kid you not. And I was shocked, because I'm like, wow. I'm like, here, well, you know, having dipropylene glycol in our fragrance has a real negative connotation to it. You know, when we hear that somebody, you know, you put dipropylene glycol on your ingredients list here in the US, and people are going to stop shopping with you. And because of the reputation that dipropylene glycol has with people who use it to really water fragrance down and not for the purpose that it's intended for, such as using it as a carrier oil and making the pure product skin safe. So that's the purpose of the DPG, is to make the pure product skin safe. And I believe there's more than one type of dipropylene glycol, and the kind that I use is a cosmetic grade dipropylene glycol. I think there are different kinds out there. I don't know what they are, but that's what I use as a carrier oil for some of my really, really pure stuff that needs to have a carrier oil in it. So I hope that answers any questions about dipropylene glycol and having it in the fragrance and what the purpose is it's used for. And so if you have any other questions, go ahead and throw it down in the comment section, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody.